I'm going to give you guys time to come in the room. Grand Rising, rise and shine. Sagittarius, this is going to be your love reading. So on my end, it has not started yet. Okay, there it goes. Okay. There it is. Hey Daisy, Grand Rising. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the reading. Sagittarius, this read will be clarified, okay? So I want to start with the first 3 cards here for you to see what's going on in your love life, what's happening in your love life. Let me see, I want to use an oracle deck here just to see what you are experiencing or what is the root of your reading for Sagittarius. So, came out on its own. I'm going to take it. Here you have a card that says, closing this cycle. Closing this cycle. Another one bites the dust, right? Yep, that's what that looks like. And then the next one you have no strings. So, I don't know, maybe you were in a no strings attached relationship and you're like, yeah, that's not what I want. You want something that has more meaning, more depth, okay? And you know, it's funny because if you pay attention to this person, the woman's face, she is not liking that at all. She's not liking this at all. There could have been conversations about it, arguments about wanting commitment. There was another person here who was resisting. So you see the reason why the closing the cycle is there. Let's go ahead. Let's get another one. I always get only 2. Let's see what else is going to come out here. Those are the ones that flipped over on its own. Let's see if any more flip over here for Sagittarius for their love reading. I like when they flip on their own. Sagittarius. Oh, I'm going to take that one. It popped out. One more. There you go. Oh, okay. So you and this person are both feeling the exact same way, or it's like, you know, if you don't call, they won't call. It's that type of thing. Mirroring is like an intentional thing sometimes. Okay. Here it says faith, healing, and meditation. Praying. This will be more so a deeper card. I'm not going to get into that right now because it makes so much sense. Because if we're saying healing after seeing that there's a cycle closing, what are you praying about? What are you praying for? I have an idea, but we'll get into it in the reading. Ooh, thug. So some of you could be dealing with someone who is, have criminal activities. They do things that are not necessarily looked great upon as far as the culture or, and you know, I guess other people. We'll see, because that could be a relationship thug. That is just someone just in general who just doesn't care about your feelings. But I also feel like you could be dealing with someone who's been in and out of jail. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's get into the reading. Let's see how this is going to play a role with Sagittarius. Let's get it. Sorry, these cards are a little older. They stick. Thank you. Got the Page of Swords. I want to tell you what I see. Now, I'm going to clarify all the cards that I put here with another deck, but I'm going to tell you what I see before I do that. There's someone spying on a couple here. Now, I don't know if it's you spying or someone spying on you, or they were, but there's someone who has been spying on a couple. Someone was either in a connection or in a connection. It could be married. They could be just with somebody, but that is what I'm saying. Okay, someone is spying on a couple. One at a time, please. Come on now. Thank you. You have the Justice card here. There's been a lot of karmic situations that's been happening in your connection. It feels like this was the last connection you were in. You're correcting those issues, those problems. This really is a mourning situation. You see it twice. You saw it here with the faith and the healing and the closure. I see the same thing with this Justice card. I feel like you are wanting to do things right this year. So if you were the third party, knowing that someone was married or in a relationship, you are correcting things. You want a relationship with quality. And that's what I'm saying. Okay. You know that something was unfair, whether, you may not have anything to do with the third party situation. You just knew that your person was not right. They were not right for you. Okay. And I feel like you were holding on, or someone has been holding on to this connection for a very long time. And the Justice card is like, no, we have to balance this because this is universal. Okay. So we know that this last connection you were in taught you something. It taught you something. You have the Empress. Someone either got pregnant or there was definitely a third party of some sort, because there was heavy responsibility on the outside. So what I'm saying here is you could be a baby mama, or they had a baby mama, or they had a wife or something like that. Okay. And what if that was not true? What if they didn't have a baby mama or they didn't have a wife? This relationship had no depth, none whatsoever. This is why I said a relationship thug spiritually, because of how they treat you. You were a toy to them. And you knew that it was somewhat like that because it felt burdensome. Something about the relationship with this person felt burdensome. Well, do they only want me for sex? Do they want me around for sex? Is it money? For some of you guys that are in here, was it only for sex and money? Yeah, I will say that something here wasn't right. So what we're going to do is go ahead and clarify the first three cards here. This is going to be for Sagittarius. Let's clarify that that Page of Swords. Wow. Three of Swords, Eight of Wands. There was definitely another person involved. That is a guarantee. Someone found out about somebody. And it's so funny because it almost feels like when the person found out, someone either called right away, sent a message right away, because, sometimes when you're heartbroken, Three of Swords, you don't think before you act. And there was words that were said, there was fights that broke out, or a fight that broke out. It doesn't have to be a physical fight, but I'm saying it could have been, but it also could have been like an argument. I saw what you did. I know what you did because I have information on you. And see, the Page of Swords is all about proof. So somebody had proof of something, proof that something didn't work or isn't working out because they were with somebody else, or they saw a text, or they saw somebody out with another person. Someone sending you information. Sometimes the Eight of Wands is talking about somebody sending you information. Hey, girl, guess what? I saw so-and-so here at the restaurant with, you see what I'm saying? You saw the pictures, and what did it do? Put you in this Three of Swords energy. I'm telling you, somebody saw something. But I also saw that there was, and remember I said someone saw a couple, or that couple could have been the person, your person with somebody else, and you're the one that's married to them. Because I see somebody out on a date. The image that I'm seeing is that two people out somewhere and someone saw it. I don't know if it was a picture or if it was somebody else. But that is what I'm seeing. Let's get one more for that Page of Swords. Thank you. Oh, yeah, and someone was denying it big time, too. Somebody was denying it. You know, you're like, I got receipts. I have receipts. I like, here it is right here. Like, and they're like, oh, that was my coworker, or this is my cousin from 2 years ago. Oh, someone was resisting that shit. They were not going to cave. So even though you have receipts, even though you know that the person was doing wrong, here it is with that strength card. This is still going to be a battle between you and this person because they are not going to admit to something that is going to put them in a rough position. Because I love the fact that the Empress is wrestling with the tiger. So it's like she's the more calm person, and then you're dealing with a wild, mad man or woman. This is what you're dealing with. Let's see what this Justice card says. Now, this could have happened in the past, and then they end up getting somebody pregnant, and then you definitely know now. I feel like this could have been something that may have occurred in the past. Look at this. Why do I say that? Because the person refuses to say that they've done something. Here you are in a Two of Swords energy. Remember, I said you want a connection that's right and fair, but you still are uncertain. A Two of Swords hitting the Justice card? Now, either you are holding on to this person or this person is holding on to you. Either way, the Two of Swords is like, what should I do? I feel like you love this person, or maybe you've been knowing them for years. Maybe you have you probably most likely have a long-term history with this person. You may even have a child by them. Or maybe for you, you're like, I want to make this right because Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity. So yeah, maybe you fought before, you argued before, you guys have been back and forth with each other, and you're like, okay, maybe this time. Ace of Pentacles is that energy. Maybe this time. The Justice card is like somebody coming in here saying, that's okay, baby. I promise this time it'll be good. This time, baby, I promise I'll make this right. That's what the Ace of Pentacles is really saying. But not all of you. Not all of you. Because I see it in both ways. I see that for some of you, you are like, I'm going to take me and my body, my mind, my heart, and my soul somewhere else. Because the Ace of Pentacles also talks about a sense of value. And you're making a decision to move in a different direction here. Because you know your value. But I'm going to be honest, that Two of Swords is saying it can go either way, Sag. This can go either way. For some of you, you may go back to this person. And for others, it's like, I want new. That's crazy that card came out. I'm going to show you what popped out. You got a lot to think about. Damn, look at this. There's this card in this deck that shows a mother being torn from her child. Okay? Now, I don't know if this is a real thing, right? This could be a real situation where, where someone, it's a hard decision to make because it's like, I'm breaking up the family. I'll break up the family if I say I'm going to leave. That's some hard shit, especially with that Ace of Pentacles. You can tell with the Ace of Pentacles, for a lot of you, you really do have history with this person. Even if you don't have any children. The mother and the child being torn apart is like someone that you love. This was your heart. But you can't, it's an internal battle that I'm seeing that a lot of you've been facing, or some of you will be facing an internal struggle to move on from somebody. So the Hermit here is like, you're going to have to think about this before you make any decision. Okay, Two of Swords is here. Before you make any decision, you need to really think about this. Because you guys already know the going back and forth thing, you guys already know that's when a person starts thinking of you less and less and less. They lose more respect for you the more you take them back. So if you say no this time, you have to mean it. You have to mean it. Male, men and women, because I know everybody always assume that this is like only for women. No, I've talked to plenty of men on the phone who are in the same situation, and I have to tell them the same thing. Like, you are not taken seriously if you do not put your foot down. So yes, the Hermit card is a perfect card to come out. You're going to have to think about this long and hard. Okay, let's get this Empress. Let's see what's coming out. Sorry, I haven't even looked over at my computer. Sorry. Okay, let's get the Empress here for Sagittarius. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to name off some of the signs. I usually don't do it, but I'll name it because some of you guys like it. Look at that. Two of Pentacles. This Two of Pentacles came out with this Chariot. You see how the whole reading is about a decision to do something. Do I move forward? Do I pack my stuff and leave? Do I leave them alone? What should I do? I'm not going to say that the person doesn't love you or have feelings. I see that in this reading. I was actually shocked for that to come out. I don't say it if I don't see it, even in personal readings. I do not tell you that because I'm not here to sell somebody a dream. You're wasting your time on someone who doesn't care. But in this reading, it does show that the person has feelings. But there's something, I don't know, they're stunted in some way in this reading. Emotionally. There's been a lot of mistreatment, and unfortunately, it has caused an instability in the connection. So maybe when I'm looking at this faith, healing, and meditation, maybe you're praying that something will be healed with your marriage or somebody you have a child with. And for some of you, we're going to get to the single people in a minute, but this definitely looks like this is either someone you've been dealing with who you do not have children with. It's not a husband or not a wife. This is just someone you've been dealing with, or someone, that you have some type of long-term connection. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull your last two cards. This is going to be for Sagittarius. Because even the single people, remember when I said that it could be a pleasure thing, meaning that the person is only coming in here for sex. And I'm going to be honest, they like you. I'm not going to say that they don't like you, but they're not ready for a commitment. You're just, to them, you were just an option of someone. Like today, I'll have vanilla. Tomorrow, I'll have pearlies and cream. That's just what it is. Okay, and now that's what I'm saying that this person is at. Like, they're not there emotionally. It feels a very emotionally unavailable energy with the single people who you've been dealing with. You have the Six of Pentacles. Somebody could be dealing with someone at their job. Somebody could be staying around, or I'll say it this way. I would say someone could be dealing with somebody at their job. Okay, that's one situation. But I'm also seeing that someone could also be staying because of what they're getting from someone financially. So you know how sometimes people don't like to, make waves in the water. So it's like you're not with this person, but because this person may give you extra money. They may give you a little bit of extra something. And this is how they get you under control. Like that, they want you to cooperate, so they give you an incentive. And single people, let's be real. Let's be real, single people. That happens with you as well, right? There's that new cup. There's that new love. Ooh, somebody's a drinker. I don't know. Somebody does some things. Let me show you. Someone does some things when they are not, when, I don't know. I feel like this happens. I don't want to blame it on the alcohol, but I do feel like whoever you're dealing with, you know, could be you or them or both of you guys together. Both of you guys together, right? Go to the extremes when alcohol is involved. There's a huge need for you to love yourself. Some of you are still waiting on this person to call you back or to message you. That's why I said someone is like looking, you know, possibly looking on the internet, trying to being nosy, being curious about what somebody else is doing. And I kind of feel like both of you are doing that. Let's get the Six of Pentacles. Ooh. That card refused to go back in the deck. Yep, there it is. I knew it. I knew it. You got somebody here that really would, I'm not saying bribing, but this person really would be doing things in order to keep you around. Gifts, money, you know, it's a very servicey card. So it just feels like they will, that's their attempt, because the Eight of Pentacles came out with it. So it's almost like this is their attempt to make something right. So it's like, okay, I know before I wasn't giving the way you want. All right, so I'm going to make this right here with the Judgment card. I'm going to make it right by doing the Eight of Pentacles, by trying to make it better. I don't know. I feel like it's all fluff. I don't see this being... Thank you. Exactly. Four of Cups. Yeah, I feel like it's just because they miss you. And I feel like this is a very needy type of thing. So it's like, I don't know if it's necessarily out of pure love. I feel like it's out of a sense of need. They don't like the sense of rejection. They don't like rejection. Let's get this Ace of Cups here for Sagittarius. You got a lot of healing to do. Ooh, unexpected. You're going to break away. You're going to break away from this connection. I'm not saying that you're going to meet someone right after you get out of the connection. No. I don't even feel like that's a healthy thing. But there's going to be like an unexpected love that's going to come in. But a lot of y'all, you with this Five of Swords, y'all ignore so much shit that someone does. And I don't know, maybe you ignore it because you don't want them to leave. You don't want them to not be in your life. There's so much passion and you do have a chemistry with this person, but they are breaking you down. And this is why I said it's a self-love issue. You are going to walk away, though. I'm proud of you for that. Yep. Now bringing some balance back into your life here with the Temperance card. So I do see a better connection in the future because the Temperance card is also hitting the Ace of Cups. So this is making me feel like there will be a connection that is more so healing for you. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, a more healing connection. And more balance with that Temperance card. But you are going to have to do the work because it seems like some of you are going to get caught up in this. This is a reading for some who are in this now, and this is a reading for some of you who you're going to experience this in the future. I don't even know if the person is in your life yet, but it is going to be a struggle with somebody who you really like. Okay? But I like the fact that in the end, you come out a winner here, okay, with that Temperance and that Ace of Cups. But this is what I have for you here, Sagittarius. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you're interested in a personal reading, all of that is down below. Have a good morning. Love you guys.